The females are ready to fight as knockout specialist Sarah Kaufman squares off with mat maven Miesha Tate.
Takedown is my nickname. I got that because I wrestled in high school on an all-boys team, and I tend to like ground and pound. I like to take my opponents down and hold them down and beat them up from there. The sport provides me with a sense of self-worth, I guess I could say, because it makes me feel so accomplished when I can go out there and I push myself beyond the point that I thought I could go, and it's the most amazing feeling. Women's MMA is at a crucial point right now. We're just flourishing. We're beginning to flourish. You know, there's Gina Carano out there, and she's done a lot for the sport, and there's a lot more women out there, a lot more depth to the talent pool.
Miesha Tate making her way to the cage. A young lady who started training at Victory Athletics last year. Of course, that's the gym headed by MMA star and two-time Matt Hughes conqueror, sorry, packed, Dennis Superman Hallman. She has won her last 5 outings, the last 4 inside the distance. She really, obviously, her bread and butter is on the ground.
It really is, and she's facing a striker, so no chance. Of course, this will go to the ground. Of course, it'll go to the ground. She's going to use her mental toughness, push the pace, and when Sarah Kaufman presses her, she's going to fight fire with fire and press Sarah Kaufman back. In her 3rd professional fight, Miesha Tate faced Kong Lee protege Elena Maxwell. Knowing that a stand-up striking game would be to her opponent's advantage, Tate immediately used her strength for wrestling and was soon close to ending the fight with an armbar at the end of round 1. But Maxwell didn't tap and was saved by the horn. Round 2 saw Tate again establish her dominance on the ground, this time mounting Maxwell and unloading with her fists. But Maxwell was wily and escaped danger time and time again. But wily and escapes do not win fights, and Miesha Tate was rewarded for her positional control and aggressiveness of her jiu-jitsu by a unanimous decision win.
Her opponent hails from the Great White North, and she's here to put herself on the mixed martial arts map.
I think I'm a really exciting fighter. I've had 8 fights and I've won all 8 of them by TKO or knockout. So I think that makes for exciting fights. It's an exciting style. And I understand that it's an entertaining sport, and you know, you need to entertain the people that are watching. When I come out, I like to definitely throw a lot of strikes, be quite aggressive. That's kind of what I'm known for, and really push the pace. And I just think it's a very individual sport, but it's a huge team sport as well. So for me, yeah, I'm the one in the ring, but it's my team that's gotten me there. I think I hit pretty hard. You know, you could ask some of the girls that I fought before, and I think they've said that I hit pretty hard.
Sarah Kaufman took this fight on short notice after Tate's original opponent, Kim Couture, withdrew due to personal reasons. You heard it, 8 fights, 8 knockouts. That sums up Sarah Kaufman's MMA resume. She is a female badass from Victoria, British Columbia. And you know what they say, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Upon hearing that Couture had pulled out, she went to the infamous Underground Forum, let it be known she wanted the fight, and lo and behold, here she is.
And I'm glad, because Mauro, you and I called one of her fights up in Canada, and we were really impressed because she beat a very game grappler in Janelle Marquez. Now she's facing another game grappler, but see, Sarah Kaufman has won grappling tournaments, and she's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, so she knows what to do on the ground. But she's going to want to stay on top if they go to the floor, and she's going to want to hit Miesha Tate often and push the pace.
Let's go to the tail of the tape for these 2 female fighters. Kaufman, 1 year older than Tate. Tate, the taller of the 2 individuals, came in a half a pound over the 135 limit. And really, I mean, on paper, these two really match up well in terms of their physical attributes. It's going to be interesting to see. Maybe it is the striker versus the grappler, the prototypical mixed martial arts battle. Let's throw it up again to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
All right, fans, here we go. At this time, we present a women's bantamweight special attraction, scheduled 3 3-minute rounds of action. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, standing at 5 feet 6 and 1/2 inches. She weighed in at 135 1/2 pounds. A submission wrestling specialist. Her record stands at 6 wins, 1 defeat, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout and 2 by submission. From Tacoma, Washington, introducing Miesha Tate. And her opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. She stands at 5 feet 5 inches. She weighed in at 135 pounds even. A freestyle fighter trained in Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Her record stands at 8 wins, no losses, with all 8 wins coming by way of knockout. From Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, introducing the undefeated Sarah Kaufman. And a referee in charge now to give instructions, Marcos Rosales.
Miesha. All right, ladies, we've already gone over the rules, okay? Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. So let's have a good fight.
Sarah Kaufman representing Zuma Martial Arts in her native Victoria, British Columbia, the capital of that beautiful province. She has her trainer Adam Zuzek in her corner, Miesha Tate representing Victory Athletics with her cornerman and boyfriend, Brian Caraway, in her corner.
Are you ready? You ready?
Let's go! Marcos Rosales, referee, 3 5-minute rounds in this 135-pound female battle, and the ladies do have a habit of stealing the show.
Keep your eye on Sarah Kaufman's boxing ability, because I've watched some tape on her, and she's pretty ridiculous. Miesha Tate wrestled with the boys on the boys wrestling team all through high school, so they're both pretty impressive ladies.
Miesha Tate won the U.S. National Grappling Tournament, was a part of the American team that traveled to Europe, winning silver in the 2008 FILA Grappling Championships. So far, Tate willing to go toe-to-toe with Kaufman. And this one turning into a slugfest early.
Kaufman landed some solid punches, definitely. She's zeroing in.
I have to admire the guts of Miesha Tate to stand in the pocket and trade like this, but she went right for the clinch as soon as she started getting tagged.
And again, we should mention it's 3 3-minute rounds in female mixed martial arts. None of us on this broadcast crew are fans of that. They should be 3 5-minute rounds, just like the guys. Ask any female mixed martial artist, they'll tell you the same.
Unanimous. All the women that we've talked to say they don't like the 3-minute round, they want a 5-minute round.
Kaufman with the clinch, working the plum, and actually Tate doing a good job of keeping her at close quarters. We got a neck grappling match going on here.
Look at the thickness of Sarah Kaufman's back muscles. That's developed from being a great puncher. You can tell. Big difference in the back muscles.
In Kaufman, straight ahead, beginning to pepper the face of Miesha Tate. Backing up, Tate drops a level, goes for the takedown, beautifully stuffed by Kaufman.
Kaufman ripped her off her legs. That was a lot of power.
Got those double underhooks, and there it is again. Kaufman with a beautiful sprawl here.
She needs to circle to the outside with that single and not hang out underneath and wear herself out.
You see the physical power of Sarah Kaufman. Miesha Tate desperately now wanting to take it to her domain, known as Takedown Tate. Having difficulty here in round 1 of taking her Canadian foe to the canvas. Final 45 seconds.
You know, if I'm Miesha Tate, I'm even considering a flying armbar or something at this point.
Oh, left hook catches
She just
Tate.
got rocked.
Kaufman, give her credit. Tate standing in the pocket with Kaufman.
One thing I'm impressed with is Kaufman's wrestling in order to shut down the ground game of Miesha Tate.
Having said that, there's the takedown by Tate.
Nice train double. She just ran her over. That was great technique.
So Tate secures the takedown. Kaufman shows some of her punching power and entertaining opening 3 minutes here at Strikeforce Challengers in Fresno.
Stop, ladies.
Come in behind your hands, okay? Set them up. She's backing up a lot. Push her in the cage, all right? Stay on her more, okay? I want you to chain wrestle, okay? Getting a little bit of a punch order, just a little bit. You're psyching too much.
Here you see Sarah Kaufman and the punches that are legendary. All the women are starting to learn the lesson, and Miesha Tate's definitely learning. Look at the flurries. She's nonstop going forward. Here she is again, basting her with right hands. It's tough to go backwards and punch, and Sarah Kaufman's great at moving forward. There's a beautiful train double by Miesha Tate. Desperation a lot of times breeds greatness, and I think she was desperate at that point to get that takedown.
How'd you score round one, Stephen?
I scored round 1, 10-9 for Sarah Kaufman. She landed a lot of punches.
Go!
Tate going downstairs. Kaufman with the overhand right. Tate still very game in the pocket. Kaufman, though, backing her up again. Kaufman just a stalker. Good foot movement, comes straight forward, rocks Tate again on the face. Tate now grasping for Kaufman, looking for the takedown, and again, Kaufman stuffs it with the underhook, but beautifully done there by Tate, showing the perseverance to take Kaufman to the canvas.
It was a great job. She turned the angle, spun her off of the cage, and took her down. Great technique. I think she knows she's got to get it done on the ground now because she's definitely in trouble on her feet. She's got to recognize that.
Yes, Kaufman now pinned up against the fence and wanting to deliver some ground and pound now from the open half guard, raining down the right hand. This is a place that Kaufman is not used to being so far in her career. Good job neutralizing that arm. Tate now delivering some punishment.
You can see her keep working for trapping that arm. And, you know, it's not even that she's getting hurt by the punches, but she's definitely getting tired every time her arm gets trapped.
And they're
she has to
scoring blows.
struggle. Yeah, she has to struggle to get that arm free. She grows more weary. Keep in mind, the more that they wrestle, the more Sarah Kaufman's arms fatigue. So that's going to slow her punches down, which is always going to help Miesha Tate. Good job by Kaufman putting her back in the guard.
Sarah Kaufman might want to open her guard and reach up and grab the fence with her foot and spin around.
That would be a wise move on her part. Use that cage for leverage. We're starting to see some plasma involved here now as Kaufman from the closed guard. Tate with a wide base. She continues to rain ground and pound.
You know, Miesha Tate wants to posture up and stay busy, but you can tell Kaufman's holding her close.
Bleeding, though.
Yeah, I believe Miesha Tate is bleeding.
Kaufman doing a good job of neutralizing Tate for the most part. Referee Rosales on top of the action. Final 30 seconds in round two. The takedown secured by Miesha Tate. She's controlled the round from the ground.
Sarah Kaufman might want to let go of that guard and get up on one arm and try to stand up against the fence.
There she goes.
Right hand by Tate, passes the guard now. Kaufman gives up her back.
Beautiful work.
Final 10 seconds.
Got to go for something. Might as well. Only 10 seconds left in the round.
Round two is in the books. A round that belonged to Miesha Tate. Safe to say one round apiece going into round three, Stephen?
Yes. Miesha Tate controlled that round very well, got the takedown, and the winner of the third round wins the fight. Getting active. 3-minute rounds. 3-minute rounds, not doing much. Keep breathing.
Here you can see Kaufman stalking, throwing the combos. Beautiful punching technique. She really has great technique on her punches. Cutting angles, sprawling here. Gets pushed up against the cage. Miesha Tate does a great job spinning her off the cage because she recognized it was supporting Sarah Kaufman and got the takedown. Here she is trapping that arm and dropping the punches on her and scoring points and winning the round, I think.
So far, this female fight is delivered as advertised. We've seen the punching prowess of Kaufman, the takedown ability of Tate, who will be able to impose their will and skill here in round number 3.
One thing I'm really impressed with so far is Miesha Tate's chin. She's taken a lot of those right hands right on the button and didn't even phase her.
And she's done a good job of tucking that chin. Any offensive adjustments that need to be made here, Pat, is again Tate going for the takedown, blocked there by Kaufman.
Well, you know, the more you mix it up in an MMA game, you know, Miesha Tate's already scored a couple takedowns, so Kaufman's got to kind of, it keeps her honest. She's got to look out for that takedown now, so she's not opening up as much with her hands, which is helping Miesha Tate actually score punches standing up.
Not a single kick thrown in the whole match.
I think Miesha Tate threw an inside kick early in the fight.
Goes for the low takedown again, the sprawl by Kaufman.
Needs to pull guard here. Ooh. Got to turn the corner there. You can't hang out underneath. Get yourself tired. She's got to go to a single and circle out.
Going with the underhooks is Kaufman. Man, she's very, very strong young lady. Former dancer, started dancing at the age of 2. Took up Muay Thai at 17, rocks Tate with that shot, but Tate stays right in the pocket.
She needs to get off the cage because she's a sitting duck. And you notice the underhooks that Kaufman keeps getting on her. Miesha Tate's shooting with her arms out wide, which enables Kaufman to get the underhooks easier. She needs to tuck her elbows in a little tighter.
I think Miesha Tate's going to watch this fight and then go home and work on a little head movement too.
Final minute of this fight. Tate looking for the takedown. Kaufman wants to keep it standing.
Got a circle. She's too extended. You can see Miesha Tate's legs are a little bit back, and her hips are not underneath her. She needs to slide her knees up underneath her and erect her body to where she's up underneath Kaufman, so she can get that takedown.
Has been her best friend, and Tate bleeding from the nose, and now in a very precarious position. There are those hammer fists to the body delivered by Kaufman. Now to the face.
What Miesha Tate is actually doing is trying to go through the back door there. See how she's got the leg trapped.
She's pinned against the fence. Nowhere for her to go. Lack of real estate, and really Sarah Kaufman now delivering a series of shots. Sending a message to the judges, and really now the clock is Tate's biggest enemy. Final 10 seconds, and Kaufman continues to rain the shots on Tate. We've witnessed another exciting female fight.
Great fight, great fight.
The first time Sarah Kaufman has ever gone the distance.
Yeah, when Miesha Tate was stuck here against the cage, she was actually doing something that is actually off a half-guard sweep, where she found herself in that position and recognized it and tried to pull it off, but then got stuck against the cage, couldn't capitalize. Tried to take Sarah Kaufman's back, and Sarah Kaufman got the underhook just in time to save herself. Great fight.
How do you score it, Steve?
I've got Sarah Kaufman winning the first and the third rounds. She gets the fight, but it was a great effort by Miesha Tate.
Like you say, a moral victory for Tate, the first fighter to take Sarah Kaufman, the knockout artist, the distance.
Yeah, but like I said before, she's going to go home and she's going to work on her defensive boxing skill, I think.
Here's Sarah Kaufman unloading the punches. Good sprawl.
Why is it a good sprawl? Why is
cutting the angles? She's running her hips back into her. There's the chopping right hand. She caught her. It's basically she's doing a great job of of letting Miesha Tate run into her hips. It's like running into a wall with your head. Good job. She always turns the angle off of that, gets the angle for the punch. Beautiful right hand that capitalized and really hurt Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate stayed after it, though. She kept on the attack. You got to hand it to her. Both throwing punches at the same time. Kaufman landing the better of the exchange. True Kaufman style. She's almost always coming forward, huh?
Definitely. Terrific tilt.
The fight came down to Miesha Tate either getting the takedown.
All right, the judges' scores are in. Here to deliver the official decision is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored about the same, 29-28, in favor of the winner, and still undefeated, Sarah Kaufman.
Sarah, how does it feel to go the distance for once?
Oh, it's great. I mean, the 3 minutes are very fast, so it's really hard to get something going continuously. So I'm really happy with my performance. I would have liked to have been able to get up in the second round. Miesha did a really good job of just kind of controlling the position and not doing too much damage.
You got to respect her chin, though.
Oh, for sure. I definitely think I hit her with some hard shots, so you know, I'm really happy that I got to step in here. I want to thank all my sponsors for their last minute kind of jump in. Adam Zuzek, my coach, Zuma, MTX Audio, MMA Fight Shop, iFight, who else? Kill It, and MMA Overload, and Clint here.
That second round, walk us through that. She had you in what looked like was almost some trouble.
Well, she had me on the ground, kind of pinned up against the cage, and I couldn't get my underhook in for my half guard, so it was really hard for me to get up from there, but I wasn't taking any damage, so I was okay.
3-minute rounds or 5-minute rounds?
5 minutes, all the way. Come on, guys, 5 minutes.
Okay, there it is. She's Sarah